Chris Denham here with Western Hunter Magazine. For almost 10 years now, we've been filming The Western Hunter, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been an honor. But one of the things I really enjoy is when my extended family who doesn't hunt, they watch the show and they always say, man, I just get it. I get what you do now. I understand why you're gone so much and why you enjoy what you do. The other thing I really appreciate is when we're at trade shows and families will come up and the wives and ladies will say to me, I get what my husband does now. You know, because of what you guys have shown on The Western Hunter, I understand him just a little bit better, which that's really cool. Anyways, we were talking about that in the office one day and I was like, man, everybody should have an opportunity to do that. And in order to encourage people to do just that, we're announcing the 2021 Western Hunter Film Festival. So what we're gonna have in this film festival is there's gonna be 4 categories. We're gonna have 2 for professional and 2 for amateur. Short form and long form. Short form being less than 14 minutes, long form being more than 14 minutes. So after we narrow down some of the entries in each of the categories, the actual winner is gonna be determined by public online voting. So all your friends and family can get on and watch your film and vote for you. So we really are encouraging everybody that's ever run a camera or ever dreamed of running a camera and doing some production work, give it a shot. You have to start somewhere, and a film festival is a great place to start. And we know there's lots of you out there. I see it online. I see footage and stuff on YouTube and Instagram. You guys are getting some really cool stuff. Now it's time to put it together in one full story and be able to present it to a large audience. There are a few components to making a really high quality film. And I think probably one of the most qualified people in the whole industry to talk about that is Western Hunter producer Randy Rocky. So Randy's gonna give you a few tips here and a few answers to the test on what it takes to make a beautiful film.
Hey guys, right away I just want to say thanks for showing interest in the Western Hunter Film Festival. It seems like every year we see more and more people getting their cameras into the backcountry and capturing their hunts on film. It raises the bar for everybody, including us, so we see you out there, it motivates us, keep up the good work. I just want to talk to you for a second about some of the expectations we have for submissions. Some of the things we're going to be looking at, some of the categories are storytelling, cinematography, and audio. So let's talk about the story first. So I think a good principle for any editor and any storyteller is to always leave the audience wanting more. So a good tip here is to keep it short. If it feels like a scene's dragging on or if it feels like it's too long, it probably is. So another thing to think about is you're gonna have to make tough decisions on the edit and you're gonna have to leave some stuff on the cutting room floor. So try not to fall in love with every clip because you're just not gonna be able to use every shot. The next thing I wanna talk to you about is the idea that a good story is more than just capturing a kill on camera. You should always be searching for a deeper meaning. And as a good storyteller, you should always be trying to cultivate those underlying storylines. And if you can do that, you're on your way to telling a more complete and more compelling story. So I also want to talk to you about scene development. Inside of your film, you're going to have a story arc. And inside of that story arc, you're going to have multiple scenes. And we like to see a beginning, middle, and end to each scene. So you need to shoot wisely, get plenty of shots, get a good variety of shots, so you can build up to a scene, get through it, and ease out of it. There's a time and a place for abrupt scene changes, but what we're really looking for are those well-developed, well-thought-out scenes, so you don't have to abruptly change scenes just because you didn't shoot enough. The next topic I want to talk to you about is cinematography. So the bottom line is this is a film competition, so we're looking for high-level, creative cinematography and videography. There are a lot of great cameras on the market, but if you don't know how to use it, it's not really much of an advantage. So get comfortable with your camera, learn the functions, and get educated on things like shutter speed, ISO, aperture, and think about frame rate, because if you watch the show, you know that we like a good slow motion shot, but be careful not to overdo it. This last category is probably the most overlooked when it comes to film and video projects. Audio is critical. It's not always easy to capture good audio in the field, especially when you're in wild environments, changing weather conditions, and you're dealing with audio levels that range from a whisper all the way to a gunshot. Some helpful tips here are invest in a better mic, make sure that you have a windsock, monitor your audio in the field, check your levels, do a sound check. Don't neglect your audio in the field, and also don't neglect it on the edit. So set your keyframes, apply audio filters, do whatever you need to do to create a comfortable viewing experience and make it so that your audio levels aren't a distraction. I also want to talk to you about music selection. Every scene has its own tone and mood, and the right music selection can really harness that. So if you take the time, if you find the right track, you can take advantage of the subtle situational changes on a hunt, whether it's the hunter's mood, time of day, weather changes, things like that. If you use the music wisely, you can get the very most out of each and every scene. So I know that's a lot of information, but I hope I was able to give you some helpful hints and then give you a better idea of what we're looking for. So good luck, and we look forward to checking out your film.
So those are some really valuable tips from Randy Rocky. In fact, that really is Film School 2.0, all wrapped up in about 2.5 minutes. So now you know what we as judges are going to be looking for and what makes a compelling story that the public's going to be really interested in. So for more details, go to westernhunter.net and make sure and sign up for our newsletter so you can stay current on what's happening with the 2021 Western Hunter Film Festival. We're all really excited to see your work. So if you've been working on a project or you've got a project in mind, please put it together and send it to us because we do want to see it. Good luck.